Chapter 61. Future. With Toshiro taking the captain's exam, Rimuru was strolling to Yukite's office. Rimuru. Hey Seal, how's the multiverse doing? Seal. Fine, everyone is doing a great job. Rimuru. I see, well keep up the good work. Seal. Naturally. While being in his own thoughts, he walked into someone. Off. He looked down and saw a girl. Rimuru. Sorry, their sort stuff didn't see you. Ukiya. Who are you calling? She looked up at the man and started blushing. Rimuru. Are you okay because your face is really red, love? He smirked. Ukiya. I'm fine, sorry for bumping into you. Rimuru. It's Rimuru Tempest. She froze. Ukiya. Sorry, I didn't know. You're the new lieutenant. Please forgive me. She bowed her head. Rimuru. Haha, no, you did nothing wrong. Hey, why don't you show me to Shiro-chan's office? She was a bit taken aback, but soon came to the senses. Ukiya. Please follow me. Rimuru. So Rukia, how long have you been here? Ukiya. I've only been here for 2 years. Rimuru. Oh, I see. Well, I hope you'll take care of me. He smiled at her, causing her to blush. They arrived at the office and Rimuru went in. Rimuru. See you later, love. Ukiya was blushing like crazy. Ukiya. Bye. She ran off, hiding her face. Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. Works every time. He then went into the office but went straight to sleep on the couch. After some time, the captain of the 13th Division showed up along with the captain of the 8th Division. Rimuru looked at them. Rimuru. Let me guess, the old man is behind my promotion. Yukite just smiled. Yukite. Yeah, sorry Remy-chan, he was very persistent. Rimuru. It's fine, so I take it Blanca's the new captain. Kairaku. Yeah, he is, but man, you guys are strong. Toshiro is almost just as strong as me and Yukite here, and he says you're much stronger. Rimuru. Let's keep that a secret between us. Kairaku. I still can't get over how much you've grown. Normally it takes a few hundred years, but you guys did it in only a few months. Must be a wonder drug the Maori came up with. Rimuru. So how's everything here? Yukite. Well, it's getting better, but the 10th Division is still recovering from the loss. I'm sure Toshiro will be fine. Rimuru. Yeah, don't worry about him, he can handle himself. So tell me, how's your health and what were their reactions? Yukite and Kairaku looked at each other and back at Rimuru. Rimuru took a sip of his tea. Yukite. I only told the head captain and Captain Anohana, and they both were surprised to say the least. Rimuru. I see, this way you can still use your sickness as an excuse to get out of things. Yukite just smiled and nodded his head. Rimuru. So Shun-chan, how is Nana doing? He smiled. Kairaku. What are you planning to do? Rimuru. Nothing. Kairaku. You're right. Rimuru. Well, it seems I better go introduce myself to our squad. Man, Grandpa Yama is so mean, he knows I don't want to work. He stood up. Yukite patted him on the back. Yukite. Yeah, he can be stubborn. Kairaku. Just suck it up, kid. They walked out to the training grounds where all the members of the 13th Division were. Once they were noticed. Everyone. Welcome, captains and lieutenants. Rimuru looked at the crowd and saw Rukia and waved at her, causing her to blush and get death glares from the other girls. Yukite. Everyone, allow me to introduce your new lieutenant, Rimuru Tempest. There were cheers, but mostly from the girls. Rimuru. It's an honor to be here, everyone, please take care of me. He gave a smile. Everyone cheered again. Yukite sends out the message to the other divisions about his new lieutenant. Rimuru. So is there anything I need to do, or can I go congratulate Toshiro? Yukite gives him the lieutenant badge. Rimuru looked at it and put it in his pocket. Kairaku. You're supposed to wear it in your arm. Rimuru. I don't want to hear about the dress code for you. Kairaku. Point taken. Rimuru. I'll see you guys later. He disappeared. Kairaku. Man, so fast. Yukite just pats his back. Yukite. I know, buddy. At the 10th Division. Rimuru was strolling through the streets. Whenever someone asked him what he was doing, he just showed them the lieutenant badge, and they'd leave him alone. He made it to the new captain's office and knocked. Rimuru. You'll Blanc, open up, will you? While expecting Toshiro to open the door, it was someone else. A woman with orange hair. Banjiku. How dare make noise. She looked Rimuru in the face and immediately blushed. Rimuru placed his hand on the door and leaned in. Rimuru. I came here to congrats my buddy Toshiro, but instead I met the love of my life. He smiled at her, causing her to blush even more. That's when a voice rang out. Toshiro. Hands of my staff, please. Rimuru walked in. Rimuru. You're no fun, you know that, right? Toshiro. Yeah, congratulations on becoming a lieutenant. He said it sarcastically. Rimuru had a vein on his forehead. Rimuru. Shut up, Blanc. Toshiro. I'm a captain now, bastard, you should show me some respect. He had a smug look. Rimuru. And more paperwork. Banjiku just watched their encounter quietly. Banjiku. Captain, do you know this handsome man? Toshiro. Unfortunately I do, his name is Blue. Rimuru. It's Rimuru Tempest love, and I'm the new lieutenant of the 13th Division. Benjiku. I see, well we need to hold a lieutenant meeting to congratulate you. Rimuru. There's no need for that. Benjiku. Why not? Toshiro. Because he hates it Rimuru. Shut up you bastard. Toshiro. It's about time you get responsibilities. Rimuru. I hate you, by the way, any news on your captain? The room got quiet. Toshiro. Unfortunately no. Rimuru. I see, well I better go see you later. Chapter 62. Helping. It's been 20 years since Rimuru came to the Soul Society and started his new journey. He, Toshiro, and Yuichiro kept up their training with Yamamoto. Over these past years it's been relatively quiet at the Soul Society, nothing major happened. Rimuru has just been enjoying himself as much as he can. Rimuru was currently on his way to the 4th Division Hospital to visit someone. In his hand, he had a bunch of flowers. As he was walking he kept greeting everyone until he made it to the front desk. He turned his head and saw her talking to Captain Anohana. He walked up behind her. Rimuru. Flowers delivery for Isabel from Rimuru. The woman who was talking to Captain Anohana was Isane. Isane turned around. Isane. It's Isane, I swear that brat. Captain Anohana just laughed. Rimuru. Hey gorgeous. He smiled. Isane immediately turned towards her captain and asked. Isane. I'm not seeing things in my captain. Anohana just smiled. Anohana. No, you're not. It would appear Rimuru is coming to visit you Isane. But that's impossible, Rimuru is a little boy, not a man. Rimuru. What can I say, I grew. He smiled. Isane. Well that doesn't matter, what do you want? Rimuru placed his hand on his chest and acted hurt. Rimuru. Don't be mean, Isabel. Whack. She smacked him on the head. Isane. Call me Isabel one more time. Even though she was acting mad she had a little smile on her face. Rimuru. Man, I just come to ask you out, but if you're this mean I think it's best I leave till you calm down. Isane. Like I'd go out with you HMFP. Rimuru. Why not, I'm so handsome. Isane. And full of yourself. Anohana just smiled at their encounter, she was slightly amused. Rimuru. Well whatever, I have to go out and patrol Karakura town. So I just come to say hi before I leave. Isane. I see, oh yeah, congratulations on becoming a lieutenant. Rimuru. Yeah thanks darling, but I gotta go, let's talk when I get back. Rimuru disappeared. Isane. He never changes. Anohana. Seems so. Rimuru went to meet Yuki Take. Rimuru. Shiro, I'm all set, is there anything I need to do before I leave? Yuki Take. No, it's fine Rimuru, you take care, okay? See you when the 2 months are over. Rimuru just waved and left. He stood in front of the transport gate to the living world. Rimuru. Well I'm off. He stepped through. He appeared on a rooftop. The night sky was covered in stars. It was a full moon with no clouds in sight. Rimuru. Finally I'm out, I needed a break. Now I get to enjoy myself for 2 months I also promised to Shiro that I'd find his captain. Man, I can just ask Seal, but she doesn't want to spoil things for me honestly. I've needed a break from all that work in the Soul Society. Rimuru. I feel someone's spiritual pressure, I wonder if there's another Soul Reaper here. Guess I need to find out. He dashed off at great speed while running on top of the buildings. After he had been running for a while he finally stopped. Rimuru. Seems like there are a few individuals in that little shop with spiritual pressure Maybe I should go say hi. He jumped off the roof and walked towards the door. Cat's paw. I was just taking a walk around the city when I sensed a portal open, there's no mistake about it, it's from the Soul Society wonder what they want. I made it onto the rooftop and I saw the portal open when I arrived. I saw a guy just sitting there, with blue hair and golden eyes, and he's not wearing the Soul Reaper outfit, but rather his clothes, and he didn't have his Anpakudo. If I didn't know any better I'd say it was just a regular guy, but that lieutenant badge on his arm says something else. I thought to myself. A lieutenant with blue hair and golden eyes who doesn't wear any Soul Society clothing is familiar. I just can place my finger in it. While I was in thought he stood up and took off running. I soon gave chase, man this kid sure is fast, and he doesn't even look serious. I followed him for a good while, and he stopped in front of a store. No, did they find us or something? This can't be right. He walks to the front door and to my surprise he knocks. Knock knock knock. Then Pav. Rimuru just finished knocking on the door but still no answer. Rimuru. Look, I just wanna talk, that's all, I promise I'm not here for any problem, so do you wanna come out or do I gotta come in? I really don't wanna break down this door, you know. I'm not a savage. It was still quiet with no answer. Rimuru. Guess we gotta do things the hard way. Finally, a voice ranged out from inside. There's no need for that, just give me a moment. Rimuru. I understand, please take your time. He stood there with his arms crossed. Finally, the door was unlocked, and it revealed a man with a bucket hat cap with green and white patterns. Rimuru looked at the man. Rimuru, can I come in? I have a few things I wish to ask you. He asks with a smile. Yeah, sure, I don't mind, please step inside. The man opened the door and Rimuru stepped in. Once he got on top of a rug, it glowed bright, trapping Rimuru in a barrier. The man then walked in front and with a serious tone. What can I do for you, Lieutenant of Squad 13, Lord of Darkness Rimuru Tempest? Rimuru had an amused look on his face. Rimuru. Oh, you know who I am. That's unexpected, and by unexpected I mean completely expected. Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi. He looked at the man and the cat on the ground. Chapter 63. Decisions. The room was silent. The light from the seal made it easy to see their facial expressions. Rimuru placed his hand on the seal. Rimuru. You know I can get out of here, but I choose not to because I understand that I need to gain your trust first. Rimuruxharem. Is that so? Then why would you need to gain our trust? Rimuru. Isn't it obvious to help you against Aizen? He smiled at them. Well, Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi put up their guard. Yuruchi. And what do you know about Aizen? Rimuru. I know you've been fighting a losing war against him. Rimuruxharem. What makes you think it's a losing battle? Rimuru pointed towards them. Rimuru. Because you're already under the influence of his Zanpakuto, that's why you don't take him on head first. They both were quiet. Rimuru laughed. Rimuru. Don't worry, his Zanpakuto can't affect me, so there's no need to worry. Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi had shocked expressions on their face. Rimuruxharem. What? Rimuru. Yeah, so are you gonna let me out or do I gotta do it myself? Rimuruxharem was about to free him, but he was stopped by Yuruchi. Yuruchi. You keep saying you can get out of it, why don't you prove it? Rimuru. If that's what you wish, then so be it. He snapped his fingers and the seal broke. Rimuru. See what I mean? It's pretty easy. So can we talk? Rimuruxharem. You know you're not what I was expecting from someone that's called the Lord of Darkness, the demon of the 13th Division. Rimuru. Hey, rumors can be deceiving. Yuruchi. I guess it's true what they say, you hate wearing Soul Reaper uniforms. Rimuru. I wouldn't be caught dead in that. Rimuruxharem. And what do the others say? Rimuru. Nothing, I'm far too powerful for them to want to control, but that doesn't mean Grandpa Yama doesn't complain. Rimuru just sighed. Rimuru. But anyway, what's Aizen's deal? His kinda a dick. Rimuruxharem. So you don't know? Rimuru threw his hands in the air. Rimuru. Yeah, I don't care, not like he'll be able to beat me, so I don't care. Yuruchi. You're really arrogant, you know that, right? Rimuru. I'm not, I just can back it up, that's all. Nobody can touch me. Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi just looked at each other dumbfounded. Rimuru. But anyway, I'm here for 2 months, so mind if I crash here with you too? Rimuruxharem. Yeah, sure kid, I don't mind, but you'll need a. Rimuru made himself perceptible to the human eyes. Rimuru. There, now everyone would be able to see me, no problem. Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi looked shocked. Rimuruxharem. Why you, how did you do that? It's impossible. Rimuru just shrugged his shoulders. Rimuru. What can I say? I'm the best, that's all. Rimuruxharem. You are a strange person. Yuruchi. I still can't believe they send you here without your Zanpakuto. Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. Like I said, I'm powerful, that's why I don't use my Zanpakuto to Atlas give people a chance against me, hahaha. Rimuruxharem and Yuruchi were dumbfounded. Since I'm here, why don't you guys show me around tomorrow? I've been needing a vacation. Maybe introduce me to people too, at least fight against a bit and a place to train, that would be useful, that's why I can keep busy. Rimuru. So do you guys know where Son is? I'd like to go say hi at least. I haven't seen him in a long time, hopefully he's good. Rimuruxharem. Oh, we can do that, but first let's talk about the Soul Society. Rimuru. Oh, you wanna know everything? Sure, ask away. Rimuruxharem just raised an eyebrow. Rimuruxharem. Just like that, how you're not gonna put up a fight, you're just gonna give us the information. Rimuru. Pretty much, didn't I say earlier I don't care what everyone is planning to do? It doesn't affect me one way at all, I can assure you. Rimuruxharem. If you say so. I would. Before he could finish, Rimuru raised his hand and pulled out an envelope. Rimuru. In these files, there's everything that concerns the Soul Society, so you just gave to go through it. Yuruchi. And how did you get that? Rimuru. Simple, I asked for it and they gave it to me. I don't know what is it with the women in the Soul Society, but whenever they see me they just love giving me stuff. I think it has something to do with this face. He smiled. Yuruchi. You're really not what I expected, but this does save us, so work right, kissed. Rimuruxharem. Yeah, it does. So why did you want to meet the others here in the world of the living? Rimuru. I just want to fight them, that's all. I'm sure I can learn a few things from you all during battle, right? Nothing special, will this be a problem, Rimuruxharem. Not really, but those guys just love keeping to themselves, that's all. Rimuru just smiled and said. Rimuru. Don't you worry, I'm a great people person, I'm sure they would love me. I'm sure of it. Yuruchi. I gotta say, I'm also curious to see just how strong you are. How about we go one-on-one in the underground training area? What do you say? Rimuru just smiled. Rimuru. Just don't lose your confidence when I beat you pretty easily, okay? She grinned. Yuruchi. Oh, it's on you, little brat, just you wait. I'll bring you down from that high horse of yours. Rimuru. Remember, I do have the ability to back it up, so just be ready. They made their way to the training grounds and got into their respective stances. Rimuruxharem was the overseer of the match. Rimuruxharem thought to himself. Rimuruxharem. Guess we'll see if he's as good as he and the stories around him say he is. Rimuruxharem. Let us begin. Rimuruxharem charged at him with blinding speed. Chapter 64. On the set. In the underground training area stood Rimuruxharem, badly beaten up and covered in bruise all over her body. She was breathing hard. Her opponent, on the other hand, still looked the same, like nothing happened. Rimuru was teasing her. Rimuru. What's the matter, Rimuruxharem? Does the cat have your tongue? Haha. Rimuruxharem. Shut up, you bastard. She changed it in just to get a backhand slap, sending her crashing into a rock. Rimuru. Gotta keep my pimp hand strong. Rimuruxharem, who was standing on the side, was just speechless. He couldn't believe Rimuruxharem was being destroyed like she was nothing. Rimuru. Well, I'm bored, let's go back and eat dinner. So Rimuru turned around and walked towards the exit and just left. So the weeks have finally passed, and Rimuru has been enjoying his time off from the Soul Society and just relaxing. In this short time, he has been spending time with Rimuruxharem and Rimuruxharem. He has also made friends with the wizards and has been hanging out with them. They were at first on guard against him, but they all started warming up to him. So for those few weeks have been relatively quiet with a few hollows here and there. He also saved a little kid with orange hair and his mother from a hollow attack. He was surprised that the mother could see him, but he just left it like that and went back to the Rimuruxharem shop. As his 2 months were coming to an end, he figured it was time he went and visited Isin, since he had been putting it off this entire time. When he got there, to his surprise, the wife and boy of Isin was the 2 people he saved from the hollow. This led to them thanking him again and again. Isin was weird about this. He kept on bragging about how strong Rimuru had become, and that Toshiro was now captain. He cried. Their meeting was more like old friends catching up with each other. Before he left, he promised to come visit them if he ever did come back here on a job. Rimuru was saying goodbye to Rimuruxharem and Rimuruxharem. Rimuruxharem. Take care, Rimuru. Rimuruxharem. Yes, stay out of trouble. Rimuru just smiled back. Rimuru. No promises. He opened a gate and disappeared back to the Soul Society. Soul Society. The gate just opened, and the members of the Keto Corps were on guard just in case, until a guy with long blue silver hair stepped through. Rimuru. Yo, I'm back. Before anyone could answer, he was gone. 10. Division Squad. A man with white hair was sitting and doing a bunch of paperwork. On the couch was a beautiful woman with orange hair crying because of all this paperwork. That's when the doors opened, revealing Rimuru with a bunch of bags. Rimuru. Yo Shiro, I went shopping and bought you some things as well. Toshiro looked up and saw his friend. Toshiro. Did you really go shopping when you were supposed to make sure the place you were overseeing was safe? Rimuru. Don't sweat the small things. Look here, I also brought lunch and... He looked at Renjiku. He pulled out a bottle. Rimuru. This is for you, princess. Renjiku's eyes beamed up as she took the bottle of alcohol. Renjiku. Thank you, Rimuru. Rimuru. It's nothing, you're my bestie after all. This caused Renjiku to hit him in the chest. Renjiku. It's bestie. She pouted. Rimuru. I know what I said and I stand by it. Toshiro just looked at his friend. Toshiro. You never change, do you? Rimuru. Why would I am perfect. Toshiro. Only you would say that. Rimuru. So what's with all the work? Toshiro. Nothing much, just been busy. Rimuru. That's exactly why I do wanna be in power. Toshiro just laughed. Toshiro. You know, if a spot ever opens. Before he could finish. Rimuru. I'd rather die. He stood up. Rimuru. Well, I gotta go. He stood up and hugged Renjiku while rubbing his face on her chest. Rimuru. I needed that. Before she could react, he disappeared. Renjiku. Rimuru. 13. Division Squad. Rimuru was walking to the captain's office. Rimuru. You cap. Yukitake flinched. Yukitake. Hey Rimuru, you're back, I'm glad to see you. Rimuru raised an eyebrow. Rimuru. Why are you acting so weird, cap? Yukitake begins to sweat. Before he could answer, Rimuru looked around the office and saw all the paperwork. Rimuru. Oh hell no, I quit. Before he could run away, Yukitake held him by the legs. Yukitake. Please help me. Rimuru. No, I would rather die. He tried to walk. Yukitake. My health isn't the best. Rimuru. Like hell, you bastard, don't try that crap on me, I know you're fine. Yukitake started to sweat. Yukitake. Don't leave. After hours of back and forth, they agreed to do the work together. And just like that, the remaining years in the Soul Society were pretty quiet with nothing much happening. After some years have passed. Inside the lieutenant office. Rimuru. So you have been assigned to the land of the living. Rukia. Yes, sir. She blushed. Rimuru patted her head and smiled. Rukia. I'm not a kid anymore. Rimuru. Would you rather I kiss you then? He kissed her cheek. Her entire face was red. Rukia. Lieutenant. Rimuru. Be safe, Rukia. Dismiss. And just like that, the start of the Substitute Soul Reaper arc was set in motion by Rimuru himself. Rimuru. I wondered what I should eat. Although Rimuru didn't know this, there was someone in the background laughing. Seal. Hahaha, have fun, master.